everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I do upload new videos every single weekend, so stay tuned for that. Today's video, I'm going to walk through with you and show you how I do my makeup, how I did my hair, and a couple outfit ideas for going out. So if you want to see how to do your makeup, hair, and a couple outfit ideas, just keep watching. Okay, so now what I'm going to apply is the Orgins Ginzing Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. So I'm just going to apply this just lightly underneath, and I'm going to apply a little bit on the lid as well. And then after when I'm done that, I'm going to apply my Tatcha water cream as a moisturizer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. And I'm just going to apply this just on my T-zone, just so it can blur out any pores and just make everything look like as if it's a baby skin's butt. Okay, so next step what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint Healthy Glow. So I'm going to apply this. I'm just going to do very little because I want this makeup to actually last all day. It is just 11:30 in the morning, and this is going to have to last till midnight tonight or even past. So I'm just going to do a little bit and then just rub it in with your finger. When I'm going out, I typically don't like to apply foundation first, because sometimes when you apply eyeshadow, it tends to fall out and then you have to end up doing your foundation all over again. But since this is just a skin tint, and I'm not going to really apply foundation today, this is just to kind of blur out any redness that I may have. And I'm not going to really wear dramatic eyes anyways. I'm just probably just going to do something natural, light and natural. And don't forget to bring it down your neck, so there's no harsh lines. Even though this is a skin tint, it won't really show up that much. Okay, so then I'm going to go in just with a little bit of concealer. This is the MAC NW20 Mineralized Concealer. I'm almost done this. This is like one of my favorites. I'm just going to apply this just where I have a little bit that needs to be concealed. Just going to go in with my Damp Beauty blender. So I didn't add too much concealer because I don't want too much on my face, and I don't really have much to conceal, but just a little bit of something, right? Now, what I'm gonna do while I do my eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder just under my eyes, so that way this can set, and then if anything does fall out eyeshadow wise, I can just fluff it off. I was going to use my Tartelette palette, but I think I'm actually going to use a bronzer as my just a little bit of contour on the eyelid. I'm going to use Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soliel. So I'm just going to add a little bit of a fluffy brush and then just go in my crease just to add a little bit of definition. Again, like I said, I don't want to go too heavy on my makeup today. I just want to have very natural and just a little bit of something, right? I love using blushes, bronzers, and whatnot, like for eyeshadows. It just helps make everything look so seamless and kind of natural. I'm just going to run a little bit of that just under my eye. I'm just going to hop into now doing my brows. I know I'm like kind of hip-hopping everywhere. Okay, I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Pencil. I'm just going to use this spoolie and kind of spoolie it up. Now I'm going to use the other side, pencil side, and I'm just going to lightly go through the sparse areas. So now what I like to use is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. If I can get it open, I can never get this open because my hands are always, let's hairspray these things. Okay, next what I'm going to do is use my favorite Naked Urban Decay Basics palette, and I'm just going to pick up Faint and Crave, which is the brown and the black. I'm going to mix the two with an angled brush, and I'm just going to go underneath my lower lash line, only sticking to the outer corners just to elongate the eye and to not close it in. Then I'm just going to pick up a structured brush, and I'm going to pick up the color Venus, and then which is the white color, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. And then on the brow bone, I'm just going to go go back in with the Too Faced bronzer, if I can get it open, oh my god. And then back with that fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna contour again through and deepen it up just a little bit now that I have mainly my stuff done here. Now what I'm going to do is use my eyelash curler. Just going to curl my eyelashes very quick, and I'm going to apply mascara as well. The mascaras I'm going to be using today is Covergirl Clump Crusher, it's my all-time favorite. And I'm also going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara as well. So I'm going to apply both, and then I'll be right back. Now that I have my mascara on, I'm going to go ahead and start the face. So I'm just going to bronze up to start. I'm going to use the bronzer that I was using for my eyeshadow, the Too Faced. And then I'm also going to go in with the SEPHORA number 59 Pro Precision Powder Brush. And I'm just going to pick it up. I'm just going to pick it up and then just go out on the outs of my face. Does that make sense? Apply it wherever you feel the sun may hit you, which is obviously your cheekbones, up here by your temples and above the eyebrow, and on your forehead a little bit. So this is just to lightly bronze, and then we'll go in a little bit deeper. So now that we're done with the bronzing, let's go ahead and contour a little bit. So I'll use a different brush. This is the one that I got in a Tarte Kit palette. It's a little bit like defined. It's like kind of like an angled brush, and it's really like structured and defined. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit Light to Medium. And I'm going to grab these two colors, this one and a little bit of that one, dust it off, and then I'm going to second my cheeks and then just go along the outskirts, okay? That's why I like to have my hair back when I'm doing my makeup, so that way I can kind of brush it into the hairline. And where I typically add my bronzer is if you look at the top of your ear and you come down to like where your end of your lip goes, that's where you kind of want to have it. It's in that direction. Now I'm going to go in with some blush, so I'm going to use Nars. So I'm going to use Nars at Orgasm. Same blush brush that I used for the bronzer. And then this time you're going to smile and then apply it on your apples of your cheeks going upward. I love this blush because it adds such a nice radiance. And it kind of like has like a gold shimmer, like a warmish shimmer to it. So it looks like a healthy glow. Even though my skin's so dry right now, adds a little bit of something. And what I really like to pair up with that blush is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. And I'm gonna go in with the Sephora fan brush to apply that with as well. So I'm just gonna pick some of it up and then just go where you feel the sunlight would hit you. Do a little bit of a C shape. Then add a little bit on your nose, tip of your nose, down the bridge of your nose, and then on your cupid's bow. And then sometimes on my chin. Now another part that I really like to add when you want that little more of a chiseled effect is I like to add a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder along the sides of the face to really chisel that through. And then I'm going to add some of my T-zone just so I don't get too, oh shit, I put it all over my eyebrows. Just so I don't get too greasy throughout the day. Okay, I'm just going to let that sit just for a few minutes. One last step, I know I'm like literally bouncing around everywhere, but another step that I like to add is the NYX retractable eyeliner in color white just to my waterline, the lower waterline, just to add a little bit of an openness, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm not going to keep the translucent powder on for too long just because my skin is very dry and it's going to soak this up like crazy. So I'm just going to brush it off. And then just go with your beauty blender just all around, just to make sure everything is seamless and there's no harsh lines anywhere. Now for our final step, I am going to go in with my new Nars limited edition Orgasm lip balm. I'm not going to apply a lip liner or anything like that right now because I still want to look natural for the day, but maybe tonight I might add a little bit of definition when I do go out. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, just so I can set this to make sure it lasts all day and night. Just let that sit. Okay, so that is it for the makeup. So now let's move on to the hair, and I'm going to show you what I do every single day actually, but I love doing this for when I go out because it seems to last all night and it's the perfect hair look, I think. So keep watching. Okay, so for this hair, so this is actually my natural hair right now. Take a look. It's pretty wavy. It's not like so frizzy, like this is me showering last night and then sleeping wet, sleeping with my hair wet, and kind of what I wake up to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch it up just a little bit, actually maybe a lot. And because sometimes when you're out, like at the club or in the bar, it's humid in there, and if I were to leave this kind of hair in that kind of atmosphere and environment, you're looking at an afro. So let's go ahead and hop into it. First step I'm going to do is I'm going to clip up my hair. So this top's probably really annoying to do this with, but whatever. So I'm going to start with the bottom half of my hair. I like to do it in sections, so that way you know you're getting everything. Just clip up what you're not working with, so that way everything's organized. Okay, my hair doesn't even work in a clip anymore either. It's so long. So now what we have to do is divide it in two sections. Now I always like to start with doing the back section first, so grab a little bit, maybe like a quarter of it, or maybe an inch, about an inch. Get your curling iron, do not open the clamp, and then just wrap around the barrel. Just like that. And then you're gonna hold it for about maybe 10 seconds, and then you're going to unravel it. There you go. So once you're done with that, just put it behind for it to set and to cool off, and then grab another inch of hair, and then same thing. And I'm obviously going to speed up through this, but just for these couple pieces, I just want to show you what to do. Sometimes what I do though, like if I know I'm going to have a difficult piece, I'm just going to brush it through first just to warm it up, and then I will wrap it around. Last piece. So this I'm going to go through it. Just to kind of straighten it out too, a little bit. Sometimes I like doing this at night, and then when you sleep on it, it's not so poofy and it actually loosens up the curls a little bit. But it is the morning, so hopefully by tonight it'll loosen up a little bit. So this is what that side looks like. So now let's go to the other side, and this is where I'm going to start to speed things up. And I won't reverse the hair on the barrel or anything like that. I keep going in all the same direction, away from the face. If I alternate directions as to how I'm curling it, I just find my hair just gets more poofy. You can do that if you have very thin hair. You can reverse the curls, and in that way it'll appear thicker. I don't want my hair looking thicker. But that's a good tip for you guys who have thin hair. Or I guess you girls who have thin hair. Or guys too, I don't know. So now I'm going to take down the next layer. Grab the hair that you haven't done. This is how I find it's easier to work with. And then push back the hair that you already did. And then just start again. Okay, so I just did another layer. Oh my god, this is funny. And then now I think I'm gonna get to the last layer now. So let's do it step by step. Cute girl's got a lot of hair, so hold on. Jesus. Oh my god. I'm like lost in my own hair. Okay, there we go. Good luck. Good luck and good luck. So typically, oh my god. So typically what I'll do is I'll just get the base done, and then once everything's all completed, then I'll find out as to what little pieces haven't been done or aren't clean enough for me. And then I'll go through. But just getting like the thicker pieces on top just done with, and then I'll go in smaller pieces. I'm gonna have to grab my straightener just to do the front pieces and to smooth out some frizzy sections. And I'll show you guys that too of what I do. This hair's a lot of work, I tell ya. That's why I always leave my hair natural. Cause screw doing this every day. I'm on like 30 minutes right now. I'm literally sweating.
I'm tired of staying up all night with you on my mind. Still I'm laying here, yeah, I'm laying in the shirt you used to like. No, I shouldn't mind.
Okay, so what I like to do is I like to smooth out the front of my face and the back as well. So my straightener is plugged in. I guess I should tell you guys what kind of curling iron I use in straightener. So the curling iron that I use is Helen of Troy Professional. I believe this is a 1/4 inch barrel. I could be wrong on that, but I'll put it down in the description. And then the straightener I'm using is Paul Mitchell Pro Tools Express Iron Smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of straighten just the front here. Just my baby hairs. And then I just like to smooth out the top, and then also smooth out the back as well. Now, as you can tell, I have some pieces that I can just fix up just really quickly. And then I just kind of like to just twirl it all together, so that way it's not as poofy. Twirl it, and just kind of let it set throughout the day like this, or until you're ready to go out. And then you can separate it. Looks like I have 2 cute little braids. And also, as a side note, I don't apply any product to my hair. I don't apply a heat protectant either. I know I probably should, but I feel that with heat protectants, oils, and sometimes people, when they blow dry their hair, they add like a Moroccan oil or something like that. But those oils have fat solubles in it that attract the heat that will essentially actually dry and fry your hair up. So I don't like to use any products on my hair. Sometimes I'll use some oils afterwards just to smooth things out, but then I feel that my hair tends to get greasy fast. So this is how I've actually been maintaining my hair, is no product, no heat, except for when I curl it or straighten it, but I never straighten my hair. So now I'm just gonna let this kind of cool and sit a little bit like this, but let's move on to the outfit now. So stay tuned.